Hello students, uh, our today topic is function of kidney. If you're talking about the function of kidney, there are mainly three types of function of kidney, like formation of urine. Second one is water balance and urine output, and last one is electrolyte balance. These all are the function of kidney, but formation of urine is mainly important, play role in the function of kidney. If you're talking about the function of kidney, there are mainly three processes where there is formation of urine, like filtration. Next one is selective reabsorption and secretion. Filtration is the process in which in nephron filtration of impure materials. Filtration, if you talk about the filtration, there are filtration depend upon the pressure difference. Pressure difference in between glomerular hydrostatic pressure and blood osmotic pressure and capsular hydrostatic pressure. If you talk about the filtration through semi-permeable walls of glomerulus and glomerular capsule. Filtration is by difference between the blood pressure. In the glomerulus and in the pressure of the filtrate in glomerular capsule. What is difference between blood pressure in the glomerulus and in the pressure filtrate in the glomerular capsule? Capillary, if you are talking about the capillary hydrostatic pressure, so capillary hydrostatic pressure is about 7.3 Kelvin Pascal. 1 Kelvin Pascal is equal to 7.5 mmHg. Pressure is opposed. This pressure, it means glomerular hydrostatic pressure is opposed by the osmotic pressure of the blood and provided mainly by plasma protein about 4 Kelvin Pascal, it means 30 mmHg, and the filtrate hydrostatic pressure at about 2 Kelvin Pascal. Filtrate hydrostatic pressure 2 Kelvin Pascal, it means 15 mmHg in the glomerular capsule. So volume of filtrate formed by both kidneys 125 ml per minute, that is 180 liter per day. So this 125 ml per liter is known as GFR. It means glomerular filtration rate. So what is glomerular filtration rate? Glomerular filtration rate is about 125 minute. And if you talk about what is the glomerular filtration rate, the glomerular filtration rate is different between glomerular hydrostatic pressure and blood osmotic pressure plus capillary hydrostatic pressure. If we are talking about the net filtration, what is the net filtration? How many net filtration? So net filtration is about 7.3 Kelvin Pascal minus 4.2 blood osmotic pressure and 2 Kelvin Pascal capsular hydrostatic pressure, known as equal to 13 Kelvin Pascal, or if you are talking about in the term of mmHg, so 15 minus 30 plus 15 equal to 10 mmHg. This is the net filtration pressure. Pressure of glomerular hydrostatic pressure, it means 10 mmHg pressure into the downward. So in this procedure filtration happens. And if you talk about some notes, so 125 ml blood per minute supplied to blood in the kidney. It means 20% of the cardiac blood. So 125 ml blood per minute, that is 650 ml blood plasma per minute. So if we GFR, glomerular filtration rate, that is 125 filtration per minute. So 125 ml per minute, these are the glomerular filtration rate, that is 125 into 60 minutes per minute, means 60 minutes into 24 hour or 1 day. So it is 1,80,000 ml per day, that is 180 liter per day filtration, that is excreted urine about 1 to 1.5 liter per day. So if you are talking about the filtration fraction, how many filtration fraction? The filtration fraction is equal to glomerular filtration rate upon renal blood plasma into 100. So glomerular filtration rate 1.125 upon blood plasma 650 into 100 equal to 20%. These are the 20% is the filtration fraction. If we talk about the filtrate is equal to blood plasma minus protein plus lipid. So blood minus blood cells, protein and lipid, these are the content of blood. If you talk about the in the filtration process, why blood cells are not passes through the filtrate process? Because blood cell not filtrate because of presence of RBC and WBC, whereas blood plasma filtrate. Only in the filtration process, only blood plasma filtrate, not filtration of RBC and WBC materials. These all are the filtration process. In next lecture we talk about the selective reabsorption.